Hey, happy Friday. Happy Friday. Happy Friday.
One time
Hola.
for the bros. One time for the bros.
Oh, y'all all brun up tonight? I love it.
You on mute, bro. You on mute.
Yeah.
Shout out to the purple and gold.
Oh, I see y'all got y'all red and white deltas in here.
Yes.
The
You know,
devastating divas of Delta.
Sigma Theta. Happy
Sigma Theta.
Friday. So
And shout
y'all
out, shout out, shout out
Hey,
to the
everybody.
AKAs.
that
Shout
Shout out
out.
to
yes,
my wife,
yes, yes,
Yes.
yes,
my
yes.
sister-in-law, and
Yes.
my good benevolent sister here.
Your sister-in-law? Oh yeah.
Well,
Okay. I got you. I got you. I got you.
Talking
I was
about
pointing
you.
at you.
I got you.
Pointing at you.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Gotcha.
And then shout out to Kendrick because he just got out of the basement. You know what I mean? They let that boy out the
Yeah.
basement.
You're muted. You're muted.
Kendrick.
I'm representing Black African power, so I got the black on.
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Okay.
So wait a minute. I believe before the show, I stopped listening. I said, I'm not listening. I'm not listening. So there's something going on in Miami this weekend.
There are a couple things going on this weekend in Miami.
That's hilarious.
Okay.
This one's
So
hilarious.
come
Oh,
on.
that was good.
Number one.
Take your time. Take your time. Take your time.
You gotta put him on a time restraint, Ray. Oh, you see.
Come on.
Number one, they are
Latif Charles
bringing
Barkley.
back the iconic, the original, in the first black neighborhood in Miami that was settled by Bahamians. And
Two
it brought
for
over
two.
and they brought over their culture and their culture aspects of what they do. So we're having what they call the Goombay Festival.
Goombay.
So
Goombay.
Goombay, the original Goombay in Nassau is always on New Year's Day, and it is all day.
Wow.
Oh, and in Nassau, I mean in the islands, it's called John Canoe.
Right, it's Junkanoo.
Did you
Mm-hmm.
just
When they
try
have
to
the
have an
Junkanoo
accent,
bands and
Ebony?
everything.
I had to
So
say it like I was home.
I was hearing some
so
stuff.
Is it rice and peas or peas and rice?
rice and peas.
Rice and peas. Okay.
My
So
my only thing with the one here is
What? Goombay
independence.
here?
Independence. Bahamian Independence is July 10th, so we celebrate a little early here.
Mm-hmm.
all
But
right, but like I said, the Junkanoo and Goombay is New Year's, so it's not independent, whatever. But that's going on this weekend. It's going back to the original way in which Goombay we used to celebrate it as we were growing up, which is blocking off Grand Avenue from Douglas to McDonald Street and
Wow.
having vendors all along. They're going to have the sound stage. Richmond Heights on Gia Wire is going to perform on Sunday.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so on Saturday, they're probably gonna have local artists and stuff like that. But the essence of Miami, the essence of Black Miami, will be displayed this weekend at Goombay. Bring
In
out your
Coconut
families to come
Grove.
out in Coconut Grove. Bring out your families and everything. Hopefully, we'll have a safe weekend. No drama, no mess. I'm sure police are gonna be on swole, and
Right.
it's going to be a very good event. Wish I could be there, but it's gonna be a very good event.
I know. I wish I could be there too.
And the
Oh.
second event is the P Ryan reunion on West
Pyrenees.
Hall. And they will have their own Junkanoo too. They have a whole list of events out there and everything. And the reunion is always good. It's good to see people, good to fellowship and see everybody. Sometimes you haven't seen them since high school, and before then. But it's a very good way to come out, the community come out, fellowship, talk, and everything like that. It's a real good look. But
How
those are
long
the
has
two
that been
things that are
going
going on.
on? I didn't even know there was a reunion in Perrine.
So I think there's been going on for about. So the original is, of course, the Heights, and the Heights has been going on 8 years. So I think Perrine is. I think they did it maybe 7.
It's all right.
Yeah, maybe 7. Because I know
Yeah,
they
I
didn't do
know
it the
they.
first year we did it,
Yeah, I
and
know they
then
did not do it right after.
no, they didn't because it wasn't organized enough or what have you.
I
And
did
then it
not
started.
say that. I did not say that Perrine was not organized.
No, 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 no. I'm not saying. No, I'm not saying you said that.
The
I'm
I
saying
didn't come to life at that time.
right. Yeah, they didn't organize it that quickly. When we had it the first year, when the Heights had it the first year, so they saw it the first year and they said, okay, next year we'll do one. And then it started spreading around. It started going around Dade County basically because Gould's had one. Um, Howard had one. Um,
They did.
yeah, it was very. It was.
I was going to say, Ebony, you ain't go to that one? You and Miles?
I mean,
No.
Howard is only 3 streets, so
That's
Right.
it.
therefore,
Latif, I mean,
That's
you really
somebody's house.
It's like a 200-meter dash.
right.
Perrine not organized, and Howard is only 3 blocks.
I
Boy,
did not say
Latif.
Perrine was not organized. Don't do that. I did not say that.
That's what I heard.
That is
Oh
not
boy.
what y'all
Oh
heard.
Lord.
Oh,
Whatever.
wow.
But at
But
any
anyway,
rate,
seriously, so their event is this weekend. Where is it again?
at West Perrine Park,
And it's on which day?
that's on Saturday.
On Saturday. And then Goombay in the Grove is on Saturday and Sunday.
Saturday and Sunday. Yep.
They
Get your
gonna have
outfits.
they're
Get
gonna
your
have the
skanky.
stages
Get
down at both to anchor it on
I
both sides.
think so. I don't know what the setup is because I believe this is the first year that they're bringing it back to Grand Avenue. So I'm not sure what the setup is. I'm assuming that that's how they're going to do it. They're going to block off each end. I mean, have the sound stage at each end, and maybe have a mid sound stage somewhere. And of course, the DJ is going to be out there doing their thing. The local DJs and stuff like that.
I remember when we used to go before. My sister was so scared of crowds, and I mean, my daddy would have to really hold her close to be able to go to Goombay because she was just.
Wow.
I don't know if she remembers that. Maybe if she joins the show a little later, she can
And
tell
then
us
the
about it.
one thing I do remember about Goombay, it being the essence of Miami, and it was the scantily clad wardrobe.
I thought you was getting ready to say skin to win contest.
Oh,
Nah,
Uh,
I don't remember
Yeah,
seeing the wins out
scantily. Is
there.
that the word used, Latif?
Uncle
Scantily.
Bobby said we need to go on to another topic.
Yeah.
Got a lot going on.
Bobby
Yeah.
must not be from Miami. I don't
Oh,
appreciate that. I appreciate that.
well, speaking of Miami,
Heat,
Yes.
baby.
whew, they're trying to say
Let's
that
go, Heat.
we're out of it. I don't believe them, though. I don't think that has to do with anything.
How
I
are
think
we
it's gonna
out
go-
of it? We're only down 1 game.
Yeah, but they said that we don't have enough to pull us through.
they have to make it the Father's Day weekend, so they'll be around.
They'll be
7
around.
games.
I was
Nuggets and 7.
surprised that
The commercials have already been paid for.
they didn't win on Wednesday. I was just surprised about that.
Well, the energy was, the piggyback off of Jimmy Butler. I just didn't see the energy that they had in a sense of urgency. But I will say this: the Heat culture and that organization won't allow them to not compete, or it's either compete or win, and they will do one of the two.
But they were at home. Are they home tonight?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Well, you only get credit for doing one of them.
Exactly.
You're right.
You all you want to.
You know what I mean?
That's true.
But we
You
gonna
do
win
only
this.
get credit for one of them.
And they got to find a way to stop Jokovic. I mean, the Joker's. He's a problem.
I don't think it's him, Roy. I think they just got to stop the supporting cast.
And that's
I
what
don't
I
know.
believe.
Here's
too.
why I say that, because he's a facilitator a lot. He touches the ball a lot.
He does.
So when he touches the ball and he facilitates, that's why they always praise him for his passing. But the reality is still he does a lot for that team. And I mean, he wasn't missing too many shots last game. And then here's the thing: you get the crowd in it too, and then everybody else is hot. But Jokovic, the ball touches him a lot. He's a facilitator for that team. So if you can slow him down, he's going to get his points. But the key is that he needs to have less touches. If he has less touches, you have less problems. And they haven't found an answer.
I got two names for that, Roy. Either Dwight Howard or Boogie Cousins.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No,
I still got an answer to that. Neither one of them are playing for the Heat, so
I know. So you know what I'm saying, though. So you know what I'm saying.
bro.
You know
Are
what I'm
they
saying.
in the league?
I get it.
No.
Are they in the league?
I get it.
Yeah.
No.
But they got to slow him down. I think they really need to slow him down. Find a way.
They both
him and
overseas.
Murray.
No, I think they're gonna be working on. It's gonna be a serious off-season free agency for the Heat. There's a lot of players out there that may want to come here and play because they know about the Heat culture and everything. But to your point, yeah, we do have to slow down Joker and disrupt their whole offensive scheme. What was working though was the zone. The zone was working, and I don't know why they don't go back to that.
We'll find out tonight.
New York,
Put your
Northeast.
mask on.
Have you been up there lately, Latif? Since it's been going on?
No. We had a lot of cancellations though.
You're not able to fly. You're not able to fly through there, are you? You can't see.
No, you can fly through smoke. Smoke is
okay.
Smoke is nothing. Volcanic ash. You cannot fly through volcanic ash.
Oh, gotcha.
So why are they canceling flights? I believe that's what Kendrick was alluding to. Why are they canceling the flights then?
So when the smoke came down, it took the visibility of the airport down to like a half a mile. Once they do that, it backs up the air traffic control and the flow of the airplanes coming into the airport. So when the weather drops, you have to do a mandatory 10-mile separation going into it. And so with all that backup going on, you weren't able to, you can't get in the flow of airplanes like you can when there's the weather, when you can see it. So ground stops of like 24, like 2-3 hours, and it just piled on from there.
I'm just curious to because I mean a lot of this smoke is coming from Canada, which is affecting multiple states. How do you stop that? That I think that's the question. I'm curious. How do you stop it?
Well, you can't because it's Mother Nature. So literally,
but is it Mother Nature though?
Like perfect storm.
Yeah, I know.
Is it really Mother Nature? Is that really Mother Nature?
All of these airborne situations.
So what you had was the smoke. Like I said, it was a perfect storm. So you had the smoke up in Canada, and then we had a low pressure, and the smoke would get caught in that pressure, in that circulation of the low pressure, and it just brought it right into the Northeast. Because if you look at Boston was fine. Boston is clear in the million.
Well, I think what Roy is really saying, Captain, is sometimes people force you to see things which distract you from what you're really supposed to be paying attention to.
I agree with that. I'm just telling you it was the perfect storm.
I saw funny. I was watching the news and they were talking about it. And this lady is talking about, yeah, my baby's newborn, and I just want to bring my baby out for some fresh air.
Oh, that's
Should have turned to her and said, "Ma'am, today is not today.
Not today.
at all.
Not today, baby."
How many days has it been going on?
I think 2. I think
Nice.
today is starting to clear out.
Oh, is it?
I think. I haven't checked. I think. I know yesterday and the day before it was pretty bad.
Okay. Well, Cornell West has launched his candidacy.
For what?
You already know for what.
Dang, Avis.
Avis, that was hilarious.
Sheesh, Avis.
That is the funniest I think Avis
Why,
has been
why,
on the
why,
show
why
since
when it
I've been
comes to
on
black folk and you hear the word candidacy, you have to think of for what?
Look, man, the
He's running
man
for
said he got
president.
I'm like
man,
presidency,
Yes,
the
he's
man
running.
said if Donald Trump can be the
residency.
president, I can do it too, because I'm smarter than him.
It's not the
Oh
president
boy,
of Hampton University either, Avis. Okay.
that's what. That's why I said for what? Okay, carry on.
And then you hear her okay. Her okay is like okay. His little candidacy. That's how you say it.
Because I was like presidency, residency, what?
That's
But okay,
Yeah,
of
man,
the
the
United
man
States, the one
trying
United
to
United
get
States.
it
States.
in, trying to get it
The
in.
whole thing, all of it.
Okay,
And then I was
That,
curious as to the party, but it is a third party. So if he makes
the
it all the
People's
way
Party,
through, he'll be on the ticket.
which party is he going under?
the
Bobby,
people.
Bobby, I don't know. I
Independent.
don't know what the name of it is,
I
but
mean, but even independent, there's still there's like the Green Party and
Well, I think he's smart enough to know that he was probably advised and also had the financial backing before he decided to make that decision and put it out there for sure.
Mhm. Anybody see what his party affiliation is?
I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, I don't know. And then guess who might be back? Don Lemon, not lemon pepper either. Don Lemon.
Shout out
Don.
So
to Joe, but
he because the CEO got fired, right?
Yeah,
correct,
Really? Oh,
correct.
yeah.
Hey boy, the
they're falling apart.
news industry is just it's just I mean Fox firing everybody,
Gutter.
and then they got to
I
pay out
mean, think about it.
170
Yeah, you're
a
right,
billion
Chief. Think
dollars.
about that. I mean, they got rid of like, what about Chris Cuomo? Chris Cuomo, like you run the list of all the big. I think for me, let me just say this: me working in that space, it used to be where that personality would carry your show or carry your news, and I think those personalities now are the same reason why they're getting rid of them.
Right.
Oh,
The
because they
news is
have such
not the
like a
news.
strong personality.
Correct. The news is not the news like how it used to be back in the day when you said you was a news anchor or wasn't a news. It was like there's a celebrity that came. There's a umph that came with it. It's not the same anymore. And news now can be reported in so many different ways and forms. Even you and I, everybody on this panel can take an article and put it in. Now it's newsworthy. It's not the
Right.
same.
Right.
Right. The personality portion of it, I think, is
Correct.
what's starting to dwindle. So the more a
Correct.
person's personality comes out and the way that they are, if it's not inclusive of everything, then they just go ahead and get you up out of there. Like
I
if you're
thought he
not,
was going to do his own thing on Twitter, though.
oh, I don't know. I don't know what
I
Don
didn't think.
Lemon.
I didn't.
Isn't there anything?
No, I know Twitter was talking to him, but I just didn't see I didn't see him on Twitter. He's got a bigger than life personality for him. And think about the changes that Twitter has gone through with Elon Musk. And Elon Musk has had so many different changes. I don't know if you want to touch Twitter.
Well, my point is that even in the upfronts that just finished, they were talking about the dwindling of television and even cable and how streaming is not just the next thing. It is the thing.
Yeah.
And people
True.
are consuming video in different ways. And it's not your CNN, ABC, CBS, Fox. It's not that anymore. So, like, you're able to release your own statement without a publicist or asking a news outlet to get your message across. It's the same for people who would like to have shows. I mean, look at us. We're
Yeah,
just
true.
we're just what? How many is it? 7 kids from Miami who are
That's it.
friends, and we just chop it up every Friday right here. You'll
Right.
catch us at 6 p.m.
6.
with a drink, happy hour, some
And
good
everything is true.
Well, everything's true, but here's the thing: let's just say this: there's a demographic for the CNNs of the world. That's why it still exists. There's a demographic for the Fox and all the CBS and NBCs and ABCs, because there's a demographic that still exists that sits at home and watches that news first thing in the morning or in the evening. But then there's also a demographic that's watching what we're doing.
right.
this is
And I
what
was just
we're-
saying, I could see Don being able to have his own show
Right.
sponsored, like just doing what's the guy? Is his name Shannon Sharp?
Yes.
Yeah. The shade room
I
or
just seen
whatever.
it.
Shade, whatever.
Club Shay Shay.
I
Yeah.
understand everybody is not interested in having that owner's hustle, because there is a hustle mentality to pay for things. So he would kind of have to walk a little differently, but I don't know. I just saw him being able to have that type of ownership platform.
And Cornel West is with the People's Party.
That
People's
Ava
champ.
said that. Ava said that a long time ago.
Oh, my
People's
bad.
champ.
The champ is here.
No what? No.
The champ is here.
And it was formed in 2016.
Oh, the People's Party?
Mm-hmm.
Got it.
Yeah, okay.
You all familiar with this story? Young lady in Florida.
Gala. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was awful.
Just
I
a
thought
mess.
she was in Palatka.
Nah,
Ooh.
what happened?
Oh, I
Jesus.
thought it
What you
was
said, Jessica?
You gonna stop it. You know that.
No,
You
what'd you say? What'd you say,
gonna
Jessica?
stop it. You gonna stop it.
Oh no, I'm saying that for a reason. I'm not making fun of you.
Yes, you are.
No, I'm actually making fun of myself. Ebony knows that.
Yeah.
Why?
Palaka. That's where my mom is from.
Oh.
Now it's like, oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. Exactly.
Oh, my bad.
Doris Tallulah.
So what
That's
happened?
my mother's name.
Shout
What
out
happened?
to Doris Tallulah from Palatka.
Oh my God.
Palatka, Florida.
So this young lady
Jesus.
has 4 little ones, and they were out playing in a open lot next to her house, which is adjacent to a neighbor's home.
Yes.
She'd been going back and forth with the neighbor for quite some time, just about different scenarios, some racist, some not. On this instant, she called the kids in. One left their iPad outside. The kid goes out to get the iPad. The lady, the neighbor, throws a skate, hits the child, hits the iPad. Child goes back, tells her mom. Mother takes the child, who's 9 years old, over to the neighbor's house to talk to her about it. And the neighbor shot her and killed her.
Yeah, she shot her through the door.
Child
Yeah,
of the
she shot her through the door. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, she hit the child with a skate? I thought she threw the iPad at the child.
No. And so she was arrested. And I think that was the first step in healing with that whole community.
My question is, do you charge that lady with murder 1 or murder 2?
Some
I'm
people were
thinking
even calling for
murder 1.
I mean, here's the thing. The unfortunate part, considering the things that have happened to us in the past, you have to ask that question. But we all know what
Yes.
the answer really should be.
Yes, because if you sat there and you waited and you saw somebody walking up, because the lady didn't even get a chance to knock on the door. So therefore, you waited on
Oh,
somebody to
she
come
knocked.
because she knocked.
She knocked. Uh-huh.
So my thing is, what are you gonna say? You was in fear of your life because somebody knocked on your door.
Self-defense. Self-defense.
Well,
Why?
well, they're
Because
trying to
you
use.
knew that lady was coming to confront you because you knew you was wrong in hitting her child. But
Exactly.
how was it self defense? I didn't get through the door yet. All I did was
That's how we
knock.
get on.
No,
Self-defense.
they're going to use the stand your
Stand your
ground
ground.
law. Then you stand your ground, and they're
No,
going
but
to use
the
and
police
they're going to
officer, the
use
chief already said they couldn't use that.
and they're going to use the
Try.
castle law, the
The
castle
what?
doctrine. So the castle law states that
Your
if
property.
if somebody comes onto your property and you feel threatened, you have the right to defend it with deadly force. And
But you're
that's what they're going to.
inside the house, Latif. Like that you're inside the house.
So the castle doctrine does not denote whether you're inside the house or outside. It says once you're on the property, if you feel threatened, you can exert deadly force.
But how do you feel threatened from a knock on the door though?
That's exactly what I was going to say. What makes you feel
Because of
threatened?
the way she knocked on the door.
Right. And so we're talking about
Right.
so we're talking about
But
we're
who
talking about
knows
us.
that unless there's a
So we're talking
ring
about
camera
us.
or
So
something?
first of all, they're already threatened by us from the giddy up. They're already threatened by us by
Yeah,
just our
but that's
mere
null
presence.
and
But
void.
but if we're still going on
That's
that, if we're
beyond the
still
point
going
though.
on
That's
that,
beyond
if
the
we're
point,
still going
Latif.
on that,
That's
she was
My
behind the
thing
door. She don't
is,
know what she looked
you're
like.
behind the door. Why didn't you call 911 first?
She was behind the door. She
I'm
didn't
just
know what
telling
she
you.
looked like.
I'm just telling you what they're going to
She didn't
use
care what
and
she
what the
looked
defense
like.
is going to say.
That,
It's
and
I
that
mean, I
might be the
going to use
reason.
understand
the
that.
castle
No,
doctrine.
I'm saying you can't say that they're threatened by how we look. If she was behind the door, she didn't look at her. She don't know what she looked like. She just
She might
knew
have looked at
somebody
the
knocked on
people.
her
What she
door.
had people. What she had the people.
I'm saying none of that justifies you're threatened.
100%.
Oh, I agree.
100%.
I
None of
agree. I'm
that.
telling you. I'm just telling you what they're going to use for her to get off.
Mhm.
Only a gun-toting person would know all the laws.
And it's
Yes.
not a law; it's a rule.
Statute 1.45A in the state of Florida. Only John Wick would know that.
So that's Ben Crump's client. We'll see how that continues to unfold.
Solve that, Ben.
Very tragic story.
Yes.
Chris Rock is in the news again.
What did Chris do?
Nah,
Yes.
he didn't do anything.
Someone did something to him.
Yeah, he and his girlfriend were in his house.
What happened? Will?
They were having their date,
The private time.
private time. Not it was someone being a voyeur, hanging out, checking them out, and he called the police. Right?
Mm-hmm. And he went out there and slapped that. No.
I would say what happened? Will showed up and smacked the mess out of him again.
Chris went out and smacked him.
Oh gosh, that is so funny.
That's who he should have called. Don't call the police. Call Will. Yo, Will.
That would have been rich right there.
Yo, Will. I got somebody hanging out. I don't know. I'll be over there, Chris. I got you.
Here's the crazy part about that story, though. The guy was actually the person who was watching him was recording him from his fire escape. That's the crazy part of the story.
What? Fire
Mhm.
escape.
Also,
Mhm.
a neighbor.
I don't know if
No.
it was a neighbor or a stranger. I don't know.
That
So
was
he was
paparazzi.
recording
Ugh.
them in the act. Wow.
Mhm.
I figured that much.
Oh, he was recording them in. Really?
That you didn't hear what she said? A
This is the
voyager.
private time.
You didn't hear Mrs.
A
Marcus when she
voyeur.
said that. He was a boy, you know.
Wow.
Dog trying to get his peep
There's
on.
nothing sacred anymore.
Nope.
Nah. It's 2023. We opening all the blinds.
The crazy part about it is they found out who it was, and I don't even think they arrested him.
Wow.
It was just an odd story.
I mean, what would be the crime?
Peeping Tom.
Right.
Could be trespassing. How about that?
Come on, Mr.
Trespassing,
Lawyer. You gotta know
video.
these laws and rules, sir.
But
Keeping
trespassing
Tom.
means out.
Right.
If you're on my property, you're trespassing.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And photos without my consent. Or
Yeah.
video without my consent.
You supposed to know that stuff,
In the
sir.
privacy of my home.
That's a reason that you can shoot somebody, can't it?
Or he just paid for somebody to do that and had the
So he
story.
could be in the news again.
There you go.
Exactly.
We wrong.
What's the one name?
We need to stop this black on black hate. We got to embrace Chris Rock.
Oh, who said that? Yeah, that's true.
You been hanging out with Jody Smollett?
Listen, we gotta take, you gotta have a meeting with him and have a conversation with him and Smollett. Take him in the room. Like,
listen. They ain't no way you gonna walk up on me, have your hand out. Let me put my hand, have your hand out.
No, Roy, it wasn't out. He cocked it back here.
Okay, but even
you
if
ain't
that's the case, there's no way that can happen, and I respect you.
You
You
right.
didn't duck or tackle him, the football tackle, like
You let him walk
nothing.
First of all, you're not supposed to be able to walk up on me. There ain't no way.
Hey,
right.
Like Denzel said in Glory. You forgot to duck, that's all.
Listen, I was listening to a story today. This mother and daughter. The daughter said how her feelings was hurt, and she had walked up on her mama, and the mama said, "Well, listen, what happens when these kids become teenagers? You gotta fight them."
Oh,
and
wow.
so she told a story about how her daughter walked up on her as a teenager, and the
Walked
mama
up
said,
on the mama?
The daughter walked up on the mama. The mama said, "Where I'm from, if you walk up on me, the mama
You're gonna get these hands."
Those are fighting justice.
Mama gave the daughter
She hit the daughter?
She gave the daughter a 2-piece. Okay. The daughter was like, "Mommy, I would have never done it." He said, "Well, where I'm from, we was already going back and forth, and then you walk up on me? Oh no."
Had to
feelings still hurt to this day. The daughter grown, got kids, still hurt.
Put these paws on you.
No, he is not talking about me. That is not a story about me.
It's
not about me.
You can't walk up on me. You can't just be walking up.
You don't got no grown kids.
No, but
and
I have
kids
a mom.
know better.
I have a mom.
Oh.
She's not gonna. She gonna snatch you out of a club.
Listen.
But she.
I would love to think that Jessica was never that bold when it came to Mama Gary.
Rollers in her hair. She gonna snatch you out of the club with rollers in her hair and TT on her hip. But that's another conversation for another.
They call it Jessica Garrett. Your mama's at the door. Jessica Garrett. Mama's at the door.
That is the worst.
That DJ was like, "We in here all night, but somebody mama up in here about to snatch somebody here."
Tip the bartender.
Don't forget to tip the bartender.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, Lord.
Mama's here. Come on, Jessica, let's go home. Jessica, let's go home.
How about that was my mama had the conversation with me that you had just recently. My mama said that night, she was like, "I might not have cared about you coming to the DuPont," because y'all know the DuPont used to have the after parties after every concert, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
My mama said, "I might not have cared about you coming over here to the DuPont." It was right after their New Edition concert.
Right.
I'm 12. What am I doing? Anyway, hanging out with Monique, the one that talked me into it, because Donna mama was taking us home. What I'm supposed to do? I don't have a ride. I got to go with Donna and Monique. So I'm in DuPont. I'm in a DuPont.
You were 12?
I think.
Oh Lord, no wonder why.
Yeah, that was
the
New Edition concert.
Yeah,
Jesus
I was
Christ.
12.
That's what she had grown to this day.
That was my first concert.
Yeah. So
I thought you was like 16, 17, something like that.
Nah.
no,
I see why she came to get you then. 12? Oh yeah.
no, I was 12.
Kendrick,
So
Oh my gosh.
she's been beating the system ever since then. Okay.
we walking
I
down the
believe
street.
it.
We walking down the street. Justina on my mama hip. I think she had rollers in her head. She ain't care. A little bunch of little kids. You know, who cares?
Right.
Chica
Right.
came over. Your mama here. Your mama is here. I'm like, oh my God. So we're walking down Biscayne or whatever that side street is. And she goes, I might not care about you coming to the DuPont, but what you not gonna do is lie to me. Don't lie to me. Because Monique told me to tell my mama it was halftime. I mean intermission.
Intermission.
She said, tell her it's intermission. This after the concert. It's 11:30 at night. Hey, mom, just calling to check in. It's intermission. My mom said, okay, baby. Have
Your mama knew.
fun.
Your mama knew. Your
No,
mama
she
knew.
didn't know because she believed me. I wasn't a liar. But that night I was.
So how did she
She
find
saw it
out
on the
that it was an
news.
intermission?
How she found out you was at the party?
I think it was on the news. I think it came on the news that the concert was over.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
The news
Look.
done snitched you out.
Look,
The
no,
news
what
done
really happened?
snitched you. The
What
White
really
Lauderdale
happened
snitched you
was,
out.
The white.
what really
Lauderdale.
happened was my little sister was like, Mommy, I thought
Exactly.
I
That's
thought
exactly.
sister was at this concert. The news anchor said the
Like,
concert
why are
is
you still
over.
watching the news? So.
Mommy DuPont. Mommy DuPont.
DuPont.
Y'all.
DuPont.
Right. Hey,
If she was 12, if she was 12, I was 5. I was 5 years old. I don't know what they talk about.
Yeah, you was
He's
snitching.
even doing this.
5-years
Mommy
always
DuPont.
snitching. They
Mommy
always
DuPont.
snitching at 5.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about
They
what
always
she
snitching.
talking about.
Told you, the White
But
Lauderdale
what
came
you
on there
were
and
doing,
said, yeah, it's
Kiki,
over with.
you was ready. You knew exactly what I was doing. If that concert was out on the news, you were like, "Where's Jay? Where's sister?
Sister.
Where's sister?"
Where's sister?
Concert over with, Jay not home.
Exactly. We are so distracted. I have no idea what we were talking about.
That's hilarious.
I have no idea. Oh, this one, yes, okay.
Y'all talking about Chris Rock?
Who is that?
Oh my
Oh,
God.
Bobby
Smurder. Smurder.
Oh, that's him.
Oh, he out?
He been out.
Been out.
Really?
He been out. Yeah.
He said he is not listening to rap music anymore.
Oh.
That's good for him. That's
So
Okay.
what he listening to? Gospel?
Oh.
No, he said that rap music was it was a D word, divisive,
Detrimental.
detrimental. It was
Detrimental to what?
Society. Black
It is
culture.
hell.
Wait a minute. He's not listening to. Didn't he make rap music? I mean,
Right.
Mhm.
Well, he made his
Well,
money. He has
money
a
off of
right.
Collared.
He's got a right to change his mind. Ivory.
Listen,
What-
he can do whatever he wants. He can do whatever he wants. But
Don't say it's
question is,
detrimental.
what is he listening? So what is he listening to?
He's listening to R&B.
Mhm.
Listen.
Make his soul
reason-
feel good.
He said it's
detrimental
dangerous.
is because he was trying to live the way he was rapping,
Mm.
and you can't do that.
Well, that don't have nothing to do with rap
Hey,
per se.
no.
That's people
What
putting
he
on.
did.
Putting on.
Right.
Exactly.
But I'm just saying. I mean, in this particular case, you're right, April. But in this particular case, he was like rapping and trying to live how he rapping, and it's like, dog, you can't go around shooting people and killing people or whatever.
Yeah.
That ain't.
Did you guys hear that or see the documentary Abstract with Ruth Carter?
No.
No.
Mm-mm.
And her
That's beyond the pay grade. Okay.
her
Hampton grad, I must add.
Hampton graduate.
Yes, she is. She is.
And she was talking about her husband, who was a dope dealer, and how he was killed because he had elevated, moved up out of what he was doing, and it was hatred. People were jealous, and so it's just kind of what you were saying about this guy who was rapping about a lifestyle that he wasn't living anymore. I can see a whole lot of self-reflection and just analyzing what you were doing or why you were doing it. And I think that probably has a lot to do with why he was making the comments that he's making about music.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, what's one of the Clips brothers? Kids, TT. Yeah.
Oh,
one
you
of
talking
them.
about Malice or Pusha T?
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Malice. He the one that
Malice.
stopped rapping. Malice.
Yeah, he's like, enough. Sometimes these guys get in that space and realize that same thing that made them who they were and that has gave them fame is also the same thing that might have had him behind bars. And he decided to go, you know what? I believe that, and I've changed my belief system.
You know who else said that out loud was Cardi B. She said that she felt like she just needs to go back to, if she could, to her stripping days. She said because what she's doing right now is just way too much.
Same thing from her son.
You can rap about what you can rap about what you want to rap about. You don't have to rap about, you know what I'm saying, killing and shooting and whatever.
I don't agree with you. I don't believe you. I don't agree with you.
You can be like Mace.
It doesn't sell.
You can rap about whatever you want.
You can, but it doesn't sell.
You can't rap about what you want and be successful.
Rapping about what you want.
But that's two different things. He's not talking about the same thing. Yeah, he's not talking about the same thing. He's talking about it's destructive. Is that what he said? To him personally. It has nothing to do with what he makes money, how he makes money. It didn't. He wasn't saying I'm gonna do it because I'm trying to make money and then it's messing me up. He just said, "Nah, I don't like what."
It's a dude.
He said it's dangerous.
It's a dude on Instagram, or and he also has a YouTube channel who does nothing but positive rap. I mean, that's his choice.
Right.
I agree to some point. I think what I will say is that,
and he has a lot of followers, so he probably makes money like that way. Like maybe he gets, the advertising and whatever, however you can do it. YouTube.
Different type of money, Eb.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a different type of money.
That's fine.
Well, he don't have no money anyway. He just got out of jail. He's trying to get it.
It's your
mouth. Have no money?
It's your body. Is somebody?
I agree. I agree. You can rap about whatever you want to rap about, but when you get to these labels, it's not that.
You
tell you what
you promote it like that.
Is somebody putting a gun to your head saying shoot you in the chest?
No, that's not what he's saying. He's just saying you're not going to be able to be this.
You're not going to be
glorified artist.
Nobody's going to buy into what you're doing
because what the people who are putting the money behind it. We talk about it on the show. They don't want they don't want to.
Yeah, they don't want that type of image.
Someone who's trying to uplift people.
Right. That's true.
And
I'm not negating that fact. All I'm saying is it is your mouth. You can rap.
We agree with you. We agree with you about that. Yeah, without a question. You can rap about anything. We can say anything we want to sell, but does it sell?
But
so exactly, but like I said, that's a different aspect. My only statement was you can rap about what you want to rap about.
Right.
If that is your choice, you are making the choice to rap about, like I said, shoot you in the chest, I wet you, and this is gonna bring detriment or whatever to you, to those who listen to you, your community. All of that, okay? That's a choice that you're making.
You can still, like what she was saying, like if this guy does this on Instagram, he still has a following. He can still get paid. You may not be getting the contract with the record deal company, but you still can gain some money off of whatever.
Right. Well, what we do know is that the people, if he was this gangster rapper, the people who want positive rap, they're not trying to listen to gangster rap. So he definitely will be trying to start all the way over. And I want to ask y'all this: when you
God might have blessed him to be that way.
Your Christian walk, you cut a whole bunch. I don't know what this guy's doing, but I'm just saying, you might start back over and be like, I can't listen to 99 Jams. I can't listen to Hot 105. Like, I got to try to figure it out for me. So that might be the place where
absolutely
where this guy is.
But rap
trying
in
to figure it
itself,
out.
I always think about the dawn of gangster rap in '86 when Eazy-E, Ice Cube, and all them came out. Like, you would have thought that they were just these hardened criminal gangsters who were rapping, but it's the art of storytelling. And once you realize it's the art of storytelling, and they're not really living like this, then it's like, oh, okay, he told a good story to that rhyme or to that beat, and that's what it is. It's the art of storytelling.
Yeah, we know that, but the young people don't know that.
Some people cannot decipher, and they try and live it.
Right.
But you got to understand that it's a story, and this dude just knows how to lyrically put it to this beat and make you repeat it and stuff like that, or what have you. Granted, you may see it in the neighborhoods and stuff, but that's them dudes. That ain't you.
Yeah.
You ain't no gangster.
Right. But see, here's the thing: the dynamic for it changed. You know, like that's the thing. That was the evolution of it, where these guys felt like started to, I don't know exactly at what point, but they started to feel like I can't rap about something that I'm not doing, or you know what I'm saying, or what.
No, you had a few.
So
you had a few in the beginning.
Yeah, I'm saying in the beginning,
it's evolved to that now.
Is true, but I'm saying what it evolved to, you know,
what I'm saying
which is probably why he's in the predicament that he's in now, Smurda.
No, you had a few artists back then who were out there in the streets, like Cool G Rap was probably one of the first, and then you got what's the West Coast boy war? DJ Quick.
Oh yeah, from Cali.
Quick from Cali, and then you had
Roy Homeboy.
Then you had
Cash Money. Cash Money Records? That's them, right? No Limit.
No.
Cash Money.
Cash Money,
right?
Yeah.
Okay, so Cash Money, them they were like, was it them?
Yeah.
Or was it No Limit? I don't know if it was Birdman or if it was
Master P.
Master P. But they were like, we didn't have no. Who said Bubble Eyed? That the Bubble Eyed Lex. Something.
That was Baby. That was Cash Money.
Okay, so they were saying they were rapping about stuff they did not have. They were trying to speak it into existence.
That was Cash Money.
That's what they were saying.
Yes. Yeah, I saw that.
You done or you finished?
We didn't have all that.
Done or you finished?
But then also
all three of y'all.
Labels.
Yeah.
Right. Put some respect on my name.
Record labels, they had to go to the local plug and get a front because banks weren't giving out loans for a rap recording record label and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, so it was don't make me get into the whole divisiveness of America and the redlining and stuff like that and how we end up where we are.
Hey.
But go ahead, Bobby. What's the next one?
Somebody done sent me something about Zion.
Williamson.
What happened with Zion?
Zion off the chain.
Zion wilding out here in these streets.
Zion here running with Nick Cannon. That's what Zion doing.
Yeah. Zion.
Oh, he's trying to populate the other half of the world?
Nah, not populate. He just involving himself with a bunch of people.
In the city at the same time.
Yeah.
What?
Let me say this while we talking about basketball. Know who has a lot of baby children, kids? Is actually Dwight Howard. He got a lot of kids.
Yeah, he do.
Does he?
But the thing about him, and this is what I'm talking about right now, the difference is Dwight Howard must be taking care of home because he nobody
Dwight
ever
Howard got to keep playing to pay for them kids.
No, my point is that none of the Dwight Howard baby mamas are on Twitter talking about the fact that they didn't know that the other baby mama was having a baby.
Right.
Gotcha.
Dwight Howard.
But I think it's only one person.
But Dwight Howard's old enough to where when he was having social media wasn't the way it was.
Why are we talking about Dwight Howard?
We talking about kids
because you brought up
people have a lot of kids.
We're talking about
But
basketball players
in some questionable situations.
Who?
Dwight Howard.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So speaking of Zion,
right.
So Zion's
But Zion has one girl pregnant that he went on live and had a pictures with, and then his other girlfriends came out. Like, really? That's how you gonna do it?
Like you just asked
didn't
us to
tell
move to
us.
the city with you.
Yeah, you just made us move here with you. I mean, separately, not knowing about each other. None of them knowing about each other. He moved people to the same city and just is like living a life.
Wow.
And then he showed up and was like, "Ooh, look at her, she pregnant." They like, "What? You just moved me down here. What are you talking about?"
Got nothing to do on Zion.
Yeah,
he's in love
and
with the
because the no, she's not a stripper.
One of them was.
One of them was.
She's a porn star.
Oh, my bad.
Not a stripper.
So much better.
Same difference.
My bad.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
There's levels to
but
it.
you know what though? I'm gonna say this, man. These young brothers need to stop that because it's you're setting
look, man. You look, dog. Do not use your phone for everything. Use your phone for what it's supposed to do. A communicative device
that does everything
between two people, and that's it.
Right.
Use it for that. Don't
Roy.
Child, please. They got from him using it as that device. They have screenshots. They have messages. They put it up on social media.
Roy, I put Zion in the same category of Jordan Poole.
Who?
When he took Ice Spice on a date and spent $500,000 for no reason. These young boys don't know what they're doing just for clout.
Wow.
He spent on a date, like I think it was like
one
a first
night,
date, something like that.
One night. One night.
It was a night, or was it a day?
Or like a vacation?
I don't know what he did, but
look,
he kind of put him out there.
Was it a weekend?
No, it was a day. It wasn't a weekend.
You listen. You paid for bad intentions. That's what I'm gonna say. You have bad intentions. You paid for it, okay?
And then she talked about him on the song. Like, you got to be stupid.
Oh my
goodness. You dumb. You dumb for paying $500,000?
Exactly.
You dumb for the
stupid to come out of that whole thing with nothing and just to be talking about him. She's dumb. Everybody's stupid.
I'd be tripping.
Everybody's dumb.
Belinda to the damn.
She said everybody's dumb.
They are. That's dumb.
Like,
T, would you say T?
Everybody's dumb.
T, would you say you become tripping?
I'd be tripping. Get that 250. What? What did you have?
TT said he's dumb, she's dumb. They go to a dumb restaurant. They have dumb babies. Dang, TT.
Like, what?
Hey, all I had was a lobster and one drink.
What did you eat for $500,000? That's dumb.
Exactly. I'm like, I can't think.
I wouldn't even done all. Like, you crazy?
That must be some food that
I would feel bad.
Right.
Like,
I think it was more than just food though. It was just like the entire date though.
That's why I said
I still would feel like that's a waste of money.
It must have been shopping.
And then after that she stopped talking to him.
And she's like, he's dumb.
I'm pretty sure she said that.
She said that.
I'm pretty sure she said that, Avis.
Said it.
You got
she said it, Avis. She was like, he don't let me do all this. He's dumb.
Take advantage
I don't want to talk to him.
I
don't want to talk to him.
He ain't getting none.
Because if he did all that for one day, I mean, who's to say? Round two.
He's like, he's going to run out of money quick.
But he's gonna run out of money quick. That's probably a turn off.
So where you gonna go from here?
Yeah, she probably was like, he don't know how to use his money right.
Exactly. Because if you starting up here, I mean, where you gonna go? Like you going up?
No, because he don't have all unlimited cash.
Exactly. You're not independently wealthy.
Life is not a Black American Express card. Like,
right.
You're not independently wealthy.
Hey,
twice.
What's happening here?